Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Amanda with Eclectic Scribbles. I am back to you today with a brand new video. So today's video is going to be the February Plan With Me video. And for the month of February, I'm using pinks and purples and reds as far as color scheme is concerned. And I am doing Zentangles and Dangles and things like that as my theme. So I had a lot of trouble trying to figure out my theme for February, and this was one I was toying with a couple of months ago and ended up going with this month, and I'm actually really happy with the way that it came out, but it took me forever to get there. So I was tossing back all kinds of ideas. I didn't want to go the traditional February sort of lovey-dovey sort of theme, and so this, I could incorporate elements of that. I could incorporate the color scheme and still not do love for February. Don't get me wrong, I love Mr. King, I love my man to pieces, but I hate doing sort of on the nose themes every month, and so I wanted something a little bit different. And so if you're not into the love thing, then you might enjoy this theme as well. So first things first, let's go through the actual kit, because I'm going to also be using a combination of the stickers from the February monthly kit. You can get this kit over on my web shop. It will be linked down below as always. There is also a brand new digital version of this kit, and you can get that monthly as a subscription. You will get all of the files to download these pages in PNG format, and you can even add on the Procreate files if you like. Alright, that being said, let's jump in here and get started with the kit itself. Alright, so let's go. February's header sheet is this right here. So I've got Happy Valentine's Day. It's got the pink and purple theme, but it's not lovey. And here is an example of Dangles, and so this is a really fun header that I created for this month, and I'm sort of going to be redrawing it out here in my journal for my cover page. So header sheet, banner sheet, pretty pinks, pretty purples. We've got one heart here for the love enthusiasts, but the rest of them are, you know, just general. These are sort of organic shapes and maybe sort of plant-like. And then we've got a little mushroom dude here, so, you know, not too lovey. Banner sheet. And then we've got the doodle sheet, which has got a couple of sort of mandala-esque kind of things going on here. All of the shapes from the banners, a couple of extra shapes, some dangles, and this leafy feathery thing here, which is super cute, and a bunch of little hearts all over the place. So not overly lovey, but still lovey if you want to take it that way. We've got the doodle add-on sheet, which has this in black and white so you can color it yourself. We've got fish, a hummingbird, a flower, and another mandala. This one's a little bit more intricate, but these take forever to do. They really do. So this might be a long video, just FYI. They take a long time to get all those little details into each one of the little pattern, or into the shapes. Weekly header kits, functional add-on sheet, and washi strips. So these two are in black and white, and they're sort of my favorites besides this purple thin one up here. I love it. I've got two of them printed because I like to have two. We have got the header sampler, so this is just the headers for the month. You've got some reds and a couple of extra ones here. We've got the birthday sampler for any birthdays that we may have in February. And then the sampler sheet, which is what my lower tier patrons get every month as a thank you. They get the sampler sheet in a little package of Happy Meal. And the higher tiers get the full kit and a couple of add-on pages depending upon what package you have and what tier you're on. So that is that. My Patreon is always linked down below also. If you would like to help support this channel and get a little something in the mail every month, then go ahead and check that out. Alright, so this is the monthly circle tracker that I have over in my shop. I will be using this again for my intentions for this month, so that is part of what I'm going to be using. And I did the stars for their galaxy theme in November, and I am bringing back the heart trackers for this month because it is February and this is not in your face lovey, but still kind of cute as an individual tracker. So I'm going to use these for tracking my habits for this month. These are available in Monday and Sunday start, just like the star trackers, and they are available in packs of 5 and 10. So those are in the shop as well. I will try to remember to link all of this in the description. All right, let's see. I've got my Archer and Olive notebook here. I have got the shooting star one. That was the one that was available when I ordered. I think they're in pre-order right now, shipping mid-February for her next batch. If you haven't checked out Archer and Olive, I suggest it. I'm in no way affiliated with Archer and Olive. I just happen to love this stinking notebook. The pages are so thick and you can do so much in it, and I have really enjoyed being able to safely sort of play with watercolors again without having to worry about bleed through. So I will show you my January flip through in a minute. Let's talk about pens. For this, I am mainly going to be using my microns. I have got the 005, the 03, and the 01 here. I've got an 05, 02, I've got them all. So I'm going to be using a range of microns to vary the line thickness in this. I have got my Tombow Fudenosuke pens over here as well, which I will most likely use a little bit of to color in some of the larger black spaces. I have got my trusty jelly roll here to correct any mistakes as I go. I think I'm going to use a combination of reds, pinks, and purples in my gelatos this month as well. I haven't decided which ones specifically yet, so I just pulled out most all of my reds, my pinks, and my purples, and I will let you know which ones I use. I will probably limit myself to 2 or 3, just like I did with the blues last month, but they are here. I'm going to throw them back here again. I have got some little circle thingies here. This one's from Moxie Dory. I don't know if I'm going to use this one specifically or not. Probably not. I'm going to use this little dude to fill in my mood tracker like I did last month. And my compass here so that I can get that nice big circle. This doesn't stretch as far as I need it to for the sky and moon phases. Got a couple of erasers going over here. So we got my Moo eraser, we got kneaded erasers, we got all kinds of erasers. Is there any other tool? I will probably watercolor some of this, but I haven't decided on that yet. So if I do, I will definitely let you know what watercolors I choose to use. Okay, so that's a lot of information, but let's go ahead and flip through. I'm going to flip you through the entire stinking thing so far, so you can see how 2019 is sort of shaping up. Alright, so this was my cover page. If you're interested in these little highlights, they come in all kinds of different shapes. They are available in my web shop too. So they are on clear matte sticker paper, and you can go in and highlight different days in hearts, stars, or the hearts, circles, and squares. So you can color code and sort of shape code, if that's a thing. Different things. I'm using hearts for birthdays. I'm using important dates like holidays and things like that, and anniversaries for my squares, and my circles are just holidays and appointments as well. So I've got all of my trackers that we fill out each and every day in the Daily Bullets vlog. We're celebrating 1 year over there, and there's a giveaway happening right now. If you want to go and check out my latest vlog, which would be last night's vlog, Wednesday the, oh crap, the 16th. That vlog, it says 1 year on it in big bold letters, so you can't miss it if you want to check out the details on the giveaways. Moon phases, social stats, goals. I haven't really filled in much of some first quarter goals, build tracker, my savings tracker, which you can see I've gotten so far on. We will be playing this again tomorrow. So right now, my little marker is sitting here, and I have saved $83. Is that 83? Yes, it's $83 I can add. All right, Happy New Year 2019. Monthly tasks and shit. January. All right, so here we are with the January flip through, so you can see how this month has sort of progressed. This is the only page that I did not come back and do the outside edges for, and I think it's because I just forgot. But you will see that the outside edges are in gelato with all of these now, and Mr. Penguin here got colored in because the page just didn't feel finished to me. So won't be doing that again. I want to make sure that they feel finished. Words of the day spread, progressing nicely. Sky and moods. So I'm carrying this theme over into this month, and you will see that. I will also be making this into a printable probably tonight or later this week. So stay tuned for that as well. As soon as it becomes available, I will link it in the description box. Habits, intentions, weekly spread for the first week. See how thick these pages are? A little bit of journaling that didn't go very far. Week 2, I was sick. This is my Doodle 9, which was started by Gemma over at Doodle Day Darlings over on Instagram. You should check that out. I still need to color the rest of these spots, and then mine will be finished, and I will post it on Instagram. We played with this in my Patreon hangout last weekend. I need to fill in my goals, but it will be my 20 before 2020 page. So setting goals for this year. All right, so ooh, shiny, pretty, bright, right, okay. And then we have got this week, which is a lot more productive because I still feel like crap, but I'm doing a little bit better. So here we sit on today. I have left a space for next week. I have left a space for the last week in January and the first part of February, and then an extra spread for one collection. And we are going to move into setting up for this month. All right, so I have got that. I have got a slight twist on the monthly spread page, words of the day, sky and moods again. And this will be my habits and intentions. I haven't set up anything on that page yet, but that's what it's gonna be. And I will most likely turn the page and set up for NaCoWriMo next week. So come back for that video as well. And then we'll move into the weeks of February. If you don't know what NaCoWriMo is, I will link that in the description box as well, and you can check it out. And you can also check out our Facebook group that we started a couple of years ago, so that you have plenty of people that you can write to all over the world should you choose. All right, this has been a very long intro, so we're going to jump right in, and I'm going to turn you over to time-lapse me if I choose to talk. I don't know. I will probably say a few words on each of these spreads in a voiceover. So I will see you back here at the end. All right, so here we go. It is time-lapse me time. All right, so there's not a whole heck of a lot that I can really say for the whole Zentangle Dangle theme, except for the fact that one of the reasons that I love this theme is because absolutely anybody can do it. I read in a lot of comments that people really enjoyed my creativity and things like that from the 1-year vlog giveaway post and everything, where everyone is commenting right now. And I wanted something that people who didn't even feel creative or artistic in any way could still do. And this is one of those types of themes, because it's literally any shape, any wobbly shape that you can possibly think of, you can throw together and then throw a pattern into. It's just that simple. So that's what I've done for this cover page. It's something that anybody could do. I've got some vaguely leaf-like sort of squiggly shapes all around the edges, and then February written out with some thicker downstrokes with little doodly sort of elements in there as well. So there is absolutely nothing about this spread that you could not do yourself. I mean, if you don't have time to do it yourself, you are more than welcome to buy the sticker kit and get it done that way, should you choose to still be festive and decorative. But you know, if you have the chance, you can go in and decorate one of these pages out yourself. I mean, as you can see with this first one, it is just stripes. So that is something absolutely anybody can do. Bunches of stripes. And now we're going to move on to some circles and things like that. So circles and then filling in the edges. And I do hearts and fill in the edges and zigzags and fill in the edges. So there's absolutely nothing to this. And you can see that even though the designs themselves are awfully simplistic, it still looks really, really detailed, because it is really, really detailed. They do take a little bit of time to do. A lot of bit of time to do, but you know, it's so worth it in the end, and you feel super creative, super productive in having created this, you know, at the end. And it looks amazing in black and white. I just love black and white. So given I do throw some color around the edge of all of these pages, that's just sort of my thing with the gelatos around the edges. But still, the page before I even decorate the outside of it looks flippin' fantastic when I get done with it. So you can do that too if you don't have gelatos. Another good thing that you could do with this is splash watercolor around the outside of each of these little leafy elements or something like that, and that will give a fun effect too if you want to try something a little bit different. I would love to see your recreations again this month, so if you do use this theme and this idea, go ahead and take a photo of it and tag me on Instagram or Facebook or something like that so I can see it. I'm going to showcase a bunch of these in next month's video, and I'm going to do that every month from here on out. So definitely make sure that you tag me when you recreate any of these spreads. And while I'm on the subject, because we are still doing this page took an hour to do for me, so just giving you a little bit of reference there on time. It took me an hour to do this whole page from start to finish. But it is that time of month, and because I am now set up for February, I have to start thinking about my theme for March. So list your theme ideas down in the comments below, and if I choose your theme, I will feature your comment in the video for March, and I will also put you in the running for a free sticker kit. The same sticker kit that I create each and every month, the one I create for March, you will be entered in a drawing for, and someone will win a free one. Alright, so we are going to round out these last few shapes with some spirals and some polka dots and things like that. Some swervy zigzags. Absolutely nothing to this. Anybody can do it. I cannot wait to see your recreations. So on this last one, we're going a little extra, and we're switching things up because it's a long one. So I am doing different design elements down this long one, and I think they just come out looking so good. It doesn't matter if you can draw or not. Every time it looks great. And I'm going to go back. I'm using the soft Fudenosuke pen to color in these bigger spots throughout this entire thing. And I did stick with the 03 and the 01 microns for this entire thing as well. So that is what I am using as far as the black pens are concerned. And for my gelatos, I used two. I ended up with metallic grape and metallic melon as my purple and my reds for this one. And here I go all around the edges. And I figured since this was a one-page spread, I would do that inside edge as well. You could leave it with just one color. I just think having a couple of colors gives it a little bit of extra depth around those edges. So voila! There we have the edges, and I decided I needed some color inside of the February header. The pink that I am using is a Tombow 743. The purple that I'm using is 665. All right, I had to take a little break, and now I'm coming back to do the rest of the pages, all in one shot here this time. I'm going in with the hard tip Fudenosuke to do the February header here, trying to be a little bit extra and add some flourishes in. I'm not great with the flourishes yet, but I am working on it. Do you struggle with flourishes? Mine all seem to look the same, but this one came out pretty good. I'm not mad at this one at all. Now we've got some splashy looking elements along the side, a smaller calendar than last month and the previous months. So each of these has got a 1x3 header square where I'm going to put the dates, and then it's 3x3 as far as the actual calendar boxes themselves. I am cutting off the dates over here on the right hand side from 28. The beauty of this kit is that each and every month you get all the way to 31. In case you don't use something, you can use it at any time. If this may not match your theme, but you may want to use it in March, and you would be able to do that because everything has 31 days in it. Now I'm just adding some little elements, some swirls, and the outlines of things. Really, really easy. You can see how simplistic these shapes are and how easy it is to sort of go in and fill them in. So this is just a bunch of circles on this petal. I do stripes and little lumpies and wiggly stripes and polka dots, you know, so absolutely anything your heart desires you can put into these things, and then the finished product really does come together nicely. We're just going to continue to work on the flower here. I tried to make each one of the petals different, so you can see me sort of twiddling my fingers around trying to come up with what I want each one to look like. I went with some basic leaf shapes, some stripes down here, and some zigzags, you know, really, really easy. Coloring in parts of the leaves and just leaving a little bit open, then doing opposites on that leaf, you know, so it's just completely random. Little spirals, different leaves. And it just adds so much depth. I don't know what else to say. Each of these little shapes are going to be completely random, and I'm just throwing random things, whatever happens to jump into my head at the moment is what goes into each of these little sections. And then you can balance it out like I did in this one so that it sort of looks cohesive, but you don't have to. And you'll see that I sort of balance these as well. I just try to balance the amount of black and the amount of white in each one of the shapes, if that makes sense. Sort of give it a nice contrast, but keep it balanced at the same time. That probably made zero sense to anybody but me, but it's okay. All right. I'm using my pink and my purple to go in and highlight these. And I will fill in the dates here in just a moment. I am using some stickers to do Monday through Sunday on my calendar. I will put the Happy Valentine's Day sticker in here as well. That's the only thing that I'm really going to mark for right now. I'll have to go in and get all of my things. And I'm going to use my moon phases and plop them into my calendar. I don't need a whole lot of room on my calendar, so this is going to be enough space for me. But if you have more events and things like that, you can certainly make your calendar bigger. I'm going to label this at the top. It's appointments and deadlines, and on the right I'm going to use that as an editorial calendar, and then I'm going to have appointments and things like that on the left. So a little different for me, but I think it'll be functional. And the outside edges. Now we need to give the hearts a little bit of depth. I'm going to make each one a little bit different, but they still sort of go together and are not too lovey. Just adding some little decorative things on the outside of each of the swirls, give them a little depth, and then we'll move on. So this is the words of the day spread. I'm going back with the hard tip Fudenosuke to do February. And then here we have words of the day, and I'm going to go in and do each of the little tangles and dangles around the outside of this one as well. I actually really like these little leafy, feathery elements. They could be feathers, they could be leaves, you know. They sort of, either one. And these little swoopy, teardroppy things inside make a really fun little element to sort of go around. So, and dangles are just fun. So you gotta have some dangles up in the corner. So now we have the fun part of going in with this moo eraser, which sort of makes all of these happy little wormy things, instead of getting eraser droppings all over the place and shavings all over the place. I don't know why I call them droppings, like the eraser poops or something, because it doesn't. But all of the little eraser shavings sort of form into these little snakes, and it makes cleanup a breeze. So that's the reason that I use this particular eraser. Now, once again, I'm trying to balance out the amount of black and the amount of white in these little leafy elements. So I'm going in with a lot of stripes on this one, and then a lot of little circly bubble things to fill it in. Filling in the little heart, and then I'm gonna try and differentiate. Oh, that was a big word. Differentiate, there we go, this one from the one beside of it, and make it slightly different, but they sort of blend together in the end, unless you're sort of up close and looking at it. I really like how that page came out. Now for the gelatos around the outside. Alright, time for the sky and moons. We get our little compass out and start going to town with these circles. I started struggling there toward the outside. It's like I could not hold that thing in position to save my life, but it's okay. It doesn't look too off over there on the left, right? You don't see anything. Now separating the days, and because we've got 28, I've got sort of a big open section up top, but that's fine. I made it work. Like I said, I will be making this into a printable. There will be the 31 day, the 28 day, and the 30 day all available in the shop later this week, and I will make sure to link it in the description box as soon as it becomes available. Then we've got some swirly letters with sky and mood here, and some organic plant type shapes down the bottom, sort of reminiscent of the ones in the sticker pack, but a little bit larger. And we've got our mushroom dude over here on the right hand side, like a toadstooly kind of mushroom, which I thought was stinking super cute. So that date, AM sky is the weather for the day, and moon is the moon phase for the day. And then I sort of go over this again towards the end. I know I did, but I will rank my sleep in a line graph 1 through 10 hours, just to track the hours that I get in sleep. And then I will color each little wedge in with the corresponding emoji that I put on the right hand side. Here they come. And here we go with the moo eraser again. See the little worm thingies? So much easier to clean up. And gelatos. I'm going to go ahead and do the outsides of this page before I go in and finalize the little tangle elements. And here we go. So I'm mostly taking care of this one with the Fudenosuke pen. I'm going to highlight one edge of each of these little leafy elements and then give each of them some stripes. Can you tell me what movie I was thinking about when I did these leafy elements? If you could tell me what it is, you are just right inside my head. I don't even props to you if you know exactly what I'm talking about right now. It'll also tell your age, so you might not want to tell me if you do know. I think it came out super cute though. I love that little thing the most. I don't know why, because it's not anything specific, but I love that specific design element the most out of all of them. We got a little mushroom happening over here. I don't know if you can sort of tell that I might have been getting tired when it came to this mushroom dude, because he doesn't look nearly as good as the little sticker mushroom dude does, but he still came out fine in the end. But yeah, we're at about 3 hours in and my hand was getting a little bit tired, so I did spend about 3 hours and 15 minutes start to finish on the pages. Maybe 3 hours, 3 hours to 3 hours and 15 minutes, something like that. I can't really include the time it took me to record the little intro or do the little outro at the end. So about 3 hours is how much I spent creating these pages. The beauty of this habit tracker and intentions tracker spread is this took me 10 minutes because it is all stickers. So I'm going to show you though how you can add simple little elements in addition to stickers, which is why I did this page, so that you can feel creative even if you're not really artistic. So this is gonna, I love the way this page came out at the end. Got my hummingbird, got my little flower dude there. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. I put my February down there, and I thought about using the washi, but I'm like, maybe I should do the edges first, then I do the edges, and I never come back to the washi. I'm gonna doodle. So here we go. Swirly things all around the intention tracker, and just little dots around each one of the little swirls, and a couple of little spots. Give them a little definition, make them pop, and voila, you've got some attention drawn to your tracker. It took like 2 minutes for me to do that. So, and I am putting little dangle elements in between each of the trackers to separate them from each other and give them a little definition. Another minute and boom, we're done. All right, y'all, that was really long and really detailed, but it is done. I haven't decided if I'm going to color any of the dangles in, but I might. So let me know down in the comments below. Should I color these in sort of random type colors or leave them black and white? I can't decide. Okay, so here is our February cover page. I will have talked you through most of this in the voiceover, so we're going to flip through these really quickly. This video is hella long. Alright, so February monthly page, and I've done a little different this year. I have gone with making a smaller calendar and then listing out deadlines and events and appointments and things like that over here. So the only thing that I have marked in is Valentine's Day right now. I will go in and mark all of my appointments. And apparently that's me having stuff all over my fingers. So let's see if we can't get that up. Sometimes gelato will pull up for the most part. Well, that didn't, but it's okay because we can go in here and we can fix it with a jelly roll like it never happened. So there we go, close enough. All right, so Valentine's Day is the only thing that I have marked in here. We have got February words of the day, some dangles and some leafy things and little elements like that. Very simple because this will get filled in with calligraphy over the month. Sky and moods, same tracker as last month, where the weather will go up here in AM sky, the date, and then you've got the moon phases. Although I didn't look up all the moon phases, I will go back and fill that in. Mr. King had been in my office earlier this week finishing up some of the plastics on my ceiling, and I couldn't find this earlier, so I found it now. It was hidden from me. I will go in and fill in all of those moon phases now that I have it, and then I will color in the coordinating wedge for each day according to my little mood emojis over here, and I will mark off how many hours of sleep I got in a line graph. Alright, so that takes care of that. And then just to show you that you can do something really super cute and really quick, I use stickers on this one. Is all stickers and a couple of doodles just around the edges of each of the stickers to give them a little definition to jump off the page. But otherwise, yep, I used all stickers from the February kit, and that is going to wrap it up. Next week, I'm going to show you my NaNoWriMo spread, which is going to go right here, explain a little bit more about NaNoWriMo, tell you how you can get involved with NaNoWriMo over in our Facebook group, which will be linked down below. And yeah, if you want to send me a letter, or if you want to receive a letter from me, let me know. Jump over into the Facebook group, and I will definitely try to add you to my list, which is going to fill up quickly. It always does. So definitely jump on over there and tag me and get my attention so I can do that, and you can make it onto my list this year. Alright, so yep, that is going to wrap it up, I believe, for today. I still have to do the Daily Bullets vlog and get both of these videos edited and up, so wish me luck. It is going to be a late night. Thank you so much for watching those. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you did not know that I have a Kickstarter for enamel pins, check that out. I will link it in the description box below. There are some winter animals and some not so winter animals that are super cute that you can check out over on Kickstarter. It ends at the end of January, so jump on that. Alright, so subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a big thumbs up if you found it at all helpful. Until next time, happy journaling, everyone. Bye.